Now, this is Representative Hoekstra, Republican, of course. He's going to be on with Shep Smith. We don't fucking torture Shep Smith of Fox News Channel, and he's going to try to corner him on an answer on this. Let's watch.
Is waterboarding torture?
I don't know if it's torture or not.
Well, the government says it is. The Attorney General says it is. The law says it is. We've prosecuted people for it in the past. Should the United States, in its shining city on a hill, be torturing people for any reason ever?
Shep, there are people that disagree with you. I think it's an important and a valuable debate to have. All right, but rather than doing what the president and others have proposed, which is holding attorneys at the Justice Department accountable,
I think it's important to get
people accountable.
Pardon me for interrupting, and I do apologize, but I think it's important to get our elected officials on the record. Is waterboarding torture, and does the United States torture? Should we?
Then let's go through, Shep, and let's have a full debate with all the documents.
I'd like an answer, sir. You're an elected official. I'd like to know your position on this. It's pretty simple.
Well, Shep, my position on this, I believe that the process that we went through in 2002, where waterboarding was used, if I were in a position, as some of my colleagues were at that time, as the Speaker was, I probably would have approved of the intelligence community using the enhanced interrogation techniques in the way that they were used. I make that statement because I know what the criteria were, I know how they were applied, and those types of things. Let's make all of that stuff on the record, and if at the end of the process, Shep, you and I disagree, that's okay, but at least you and I will be working from the same set of information and data points. Right now, you and I have very different data points, and we've reached a different conclusion.
I'm not taking a position on this. I mean, the United States does not torture as a matter of policy and as a matter of law.
That's right.
I would like to try one more time, though, Congressman, with great respect. Is waterboarding torture, and should the United States engage in torture? Two yes or no answers would be great.
Okay, so I think I've said it. I believe that the way these techniques were applied and used in the immediate aftermath of 2002 was consistent with American law. And you're absolutely right. America's law says we do not torture.
And waterboarding is or is not torture?
There is a wide range of waterboarding. I'm telling you that I know waterboarding was used, Shep. I'm not mincing words. I'm saying that I believe the techniques that were used in 2002, 2003, which included waterboarding in a specific format that I'm aware of how they used it, that I believe that was consistent with U.S. law.
All right. Well, look, Shep did a great job there. And I'll tell you what, I'm becoming a fan. You got to appreciate the work he's doing, especially doing it at enemy headquarters. And he tried to get Hoekstra on the record, and I think, it's good enough. Hoekstra basically saying, yeah, he was on board for what they did. What they did was waterboarding, and I guess he thinks that it's not torture. But he says it's a matter of opinion, and, Shep, people disagree with you. But the thing is, it's not really a matter of opinion. It's in the law. We've prosecuted people. We've executed people for waterboarding people before. So it's like saying, look, I find someone who disagrees that bank robbery is illegal. People can disagree. You say I robbed the bank. I say I took some money I needed. So people disagree. But Shep did a good job of nailing him to the wall on that. And these guys are, look, you've heard me say it a million times. They're despicable. They do. They argue for torture. And what? He said but it depends on how you do the waterboarding. Really? How about when you do it 183 times? How about when the medical staff at the interrogation writes a memo saying, we're not doing this in a safe way, we might kill these guys? That's the right way to do it? It's indefensible.